Hey guys, welcome back for another video. So what we're doing today is we're changing out those old Jeep headlights. The Jeep has halogen headlights, which they're okay, but they're also not the brightest, they're not the best, they're just kind of like a base level headlight. And then the actual Jeep normal lights, they're also not that great as well. So what we're doing is we are going to be upgrading them to a Dragon Eye headlight. And I'm really excited to show you guys this because these have built-in LEDs. They have a built-in, I'm trying to think of the word, but basically it converts the energy straight to the headlight to have those brighter lights. And so I'm going to show you guys which lights we bought. So I ended up buying these. I ended up actually finding these on Amazon. These were the only ones that I really liked the way that they looked. And so I'm excited to get these on. But they are 6000K HID headlights. They're waterproof. So in the Jeep, you can go mudding, you can get them wet, and it's not going to affect them. And you're also not going to get that hazing effect like what you do on the stock lights. So they're not going to fog up on you. But man, am I excited to see how these look. Start off. So this is the first impression of the headlights, and man, look at them things. They are beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and get those installed and see how they look, but look at them. All right guys, so we are going to start installing. We're gonna actually just install it in my garage because there's no reason to pull it all the way back to the shop. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So there she is. So now we're gonna pop the hood up and get that up, and then our first object is going to be this grill. So you have push pins all the way across the top. So just a flathead should do it, but I would recommend getting a panel clip remover, and then so you can make sure you don't break them. So let's get started. There she is, super clean. So now we're gonna start moving these clips. You have one here all the way across, and then you have these little clips here. So all you have to do when those are off is just pull, and don't pull like in the middle, pull it from each side and work your way across so you don't end up breaking them. And we're gonna focus on getting this off, and then we're back. All right, so we got those all off. These are those little clips I was telling you about. They just go in these holes. You have one right here and all the way across. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna push that red clip back, and then that will just pull off so we can pull the grill off. So we're gonna work on that, and we'll be back. All right, so the grill's off. So I will say it's just easier just to undo those and pull them out to get them off. So now we're gonna take these out and pull the headlight out, and then we'll get the other ones put in. All right, so this is the ring that goes over top. So you're gonna push this little red clip back, and then there's a tab right here that you're gonna push, and the headlight should just end up coming off. So I'm gonna mess with the new headlights and see how they hook up and stuff, and I'll show you guys how to do it. All right, so I've got this in. So you just hook up this harness that the lights come with. And then this, I ended up actually hooking it to the one that has the red wire on it, or the red line on the blinker, and it works. So I think I'm gonna end up hooking the halo itself up to a switch so that I can turn it on and off as I want. So I'm gonna work on getting those back installed, and then, yep, we'll be good. All right, guys, so the install is done, and I just have to show you guys because these headlights were actually really bad. So it was actually so foggy that you can't even really see through it. So I'm excited to show you guys this because it turned out good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up cycling the headlights so you guys can kind of just see how bright they are. I think they're pretty bright, and the turn signals are pretty sweet too. So let me show you how those are. So we're flipping through all these settings, and then these are your low beams. And so now we're gonna go to the brights. And so those are the brights. And now we're gonna do the turn signal. So see, that one lights up really nice, and then that one lights up really nice. So this is kind of how the lights are gonna work. And then this is actually a halo, but I don't have a DRL, or daytime running light. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna wire it to a switch so I can turn the halo on and off whenever I want to. I really wanted to do it to an ignition switch, so you could wire it that way. So I want to show you guys how to do the halo for your ignition. So the way that I did it, and so I wired the red wire from there and ran it underneath this black strip, and then attached it to that one, and then ran it around here. And then in my fuse box, I ended up using this 10 right here. I mean, it's kind of a ghetto way of doing it. I plugged it into the fuse and plugged the fuse in. That's the only fuse I could find that was an ignition related one. And so that, every time I start it, the halos turn on and they've been working great. So I've had no issues. And then after putting that back together, I just kind of tried to hide some of the wires. Once I get the intake, it'll be easier, but just want to try and hide that. And so yeah, that's how you do the halos or the daytime running lights, so that they turn on right as the ignition turns on. You can also wire them straight into the headlights, so when you turn the headlights on, those come on. But I wanted my halos to run all the time. So that's the reason I wired them that way, but you can definitely do whatever you want. Well guys, thank you for watching another video on YouTube. If you guys really like the lights, I'll post a link down below. But yeah, it turned out amazing, and I honestly like that the halos, I ended up putting them towards a fuse that has a daytime running light, so it turns on with ignition. So I'd find a fuse again that will actually run off of that as well if you want the halos to turn on when you turn the car on. Some people want to wire it to a switch. You can definitely do that. But go ahead and like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.